Yo, cool cats and kittens, how's it going? Holy guacamole, I am tired. No, I'm not tired. Actually, I'm very energized and I feel really good, but just a little mentally like, woo, need today just to let the mind refocus, goal, goals, plans, everything else. But by the title, I am selling that painting yonder. Don't judge my workspace. Artists are crazy, and I must keep up the keep up the reputation, right? But yeah, so I was thinking about, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and sell that painting over there. Those of you who know me, I have my main business, but I did fine art full time for about a year, and about a year, I did well with it. But as I said, I did well, but by well, I made good money, but not the money I was used to. So once you get used to a certain income, it's really hard to change and go to a lower income. I don't care what people say. So I was like, I'm gonna have my main business that makes me the money to have the lifestyle I want and desire, and then I will make my art and still sell my art. But as I said, I was reading a book. I think it was Big Magic, I think, which a friend of mine loves, which is the idea that you don't want your art to demand. You don't want to demand money from your art. You want your art to stand alone as your art, and there's nothing wrong with the fact that you're like, you know what, I am going to make my income the traditional way, or the way I'm good at making income, which is, for me, it's karate, and I'm gonna make my income that way, and then I'm going to sell my art when it sells, and it allows me to have creative freedom over what I do. I don't feel obligated to, paint dogs or whatnot, to keep my financial well-being going. But so, as I said, a little about my art. My paintings are something I've been doing my entire life now. So I talk about the channel oftentimes. One of the reasons I love cigars so much is that cigars in itself is an art form to me, or I view it as an art form. That's probably the appeal that I love cigars from a young age for that reason. I related to it. I felt like I could really appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into it. But as I said, my other big love is it's art, painting, fine art, digital art, whatever it may be. I love it all. I love it all. And so art and cigars have kind of become my main ways of bonding with people over the years. And generally, if I like you as a person, and I consider you a friend, you probably have one or two of my paintings, and I've probably given you cigars in the past. As I said, we all bond somehow, and that's just my way in this world of bonding and showing appreciation for others. As I said, is through all my art. And so, hey, how's it going? The Prime Boss. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Glad you're on. Thank you for being on. I appreciate everyone being on. As I said, I get on, I'm like, whew, am I just going to talk to myself, or who is going to be on? And so I appreciate all you guys who take the time out of your day to watch my videos. It really means a lot to me, and I think sometimes I don't show appreciation enough for that, but it really does mean a lot to me that you do watch my videos. I know this is loud, guys, my airport is going. It means a lot to me that you do watch my videos, that you do appreciate what I do, and it gives me a lot of joy and fulfillment. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. So you're appreciated. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, Prime Boss. Hi, how's it going? The FW me? What's FW mean? The for world me? I'm not sure what that means, but it's a cool username. I am an old person now, so I'm young, but I've always been like a 45-year-old my entire life, as my friends put it. So I definitely I've always been late catching on to the kid activities, right? Like I remember back when Vine was a thing when I was a kid, or was it Yik Yak, whatever the hell it was, and I was like, I have no idea, dude, no idea. Oh, look, I'm in degenerate now. I'm not doing a ton of those, but still too many. But I remember back, like it totally went over my head. Like I remember having an Instagram, but I looked at it maybe once a month. You know what I mean? So I use it more, but I still try to limit it. I really just use social media for my business needs, as at least as I see it. So, but I love YouTube. So YouTube is what I love to do. YouTube I love. The rest I'm kind of like, okay, cool. But like YouTube, I really do have a deep love of YouTube, and YouTube is just so cool to me. But I appreciate you being on. It means a lot. But yeah, so as my thing is toasting, let me show you a little bit of the art I'm doing. So I put this one on eBay. So the starting bid is $500. Buy it now is $2,400. And it's a mixed media I made. So it's a mixed media. So there's an oil base underneath this all, which maybe I should turn the lights on. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. But let me turn the lights on. There's an oil base, and I looked at it. I felt like it was lacking. I tend to like movement a lot, if you cannot tell. And I added onto it, and I went over top. You see like the oil texture there, the oil textures. I went over top with acrylic. If I were to do anything else, I would go over and use more oil. But a lot of the acrylics you see on it is from me just using paint tubes and just going over and just applying paints in a really thick manner. I really love that thick textured look to a painting, so that's where it comes from. Or that's where the that's what I was looking for. That's where it comes from. The idea, at least, is movement. Is I want it to look like it's popping out, which I mean literally is because it's textured. But I want it to look like it's popping out. I want you to be able to feel it, taste it. In essence, feel it, taste it. I want it to feel alive, and so when I make art, I really like art that feels like it's living in essence. You know, I want it to feel like, you know, if I died tomorrow, I'd have something. I'd have something that told a story I wanted to tell, and people could see that. So that's one of my favorite things about making paintings, as I have my vegan butter like a total weirdo, whatever. But that's what I love about good paintings, is the ability to convey emotion and put emotion into a physical form, right? And so that's what I really find appealing about art, is that you know, people ask where does the value come from art, and so much of it really is, well, what does this mean to you, and what emotion do you see, what do you feel, what do you see, what do you feel, what does it make you think, why is this, you know, what do you think, why is this important to you, why does this mean something to you? And it's kind of like, you know how, you know your memories when you were a kid. If you remember, your grandmother, you know, made you cookies, gave you candies, gave you Werther's, right, like the old man would do at church. And it's, you know, it was a very small thing. Like, that's something, seemed like a really small thing, probably to your parents, to your friend, whatever it may be, but it really left a deep impact on you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate Joey. Thank you. Much appreciated. I need all the validation in the world, so that's appreciated. I am a deep, sad person who needs validation. No, I appreciate. Thanks, man. But no, I was saying though, with my with art, there's something really special when you feel like someone really put their soul to create something. And so you're kind of like, in essence, with good art, it's like you're viewing someone's soul in essence, and I find that really interesting, or what they're feeling, or what it is. So I tend to not be drawn to more realistic art, I appreciate that. I like it. You like the Reddit art, as they call it, on the interwebs. I appreciate it, but I always feel like it's lacking when it's too like technically correct and good. I like the chaos. I want to see the inner workings. I want to see this raw emotion when it comes to art. And so when I paint, I I try to give a sincere expression of what I'm feeling. And like made some paintings the other day. I had a really bad Lyme disease flare up, and my entire body was hurting. Like everything just hurt. All my muscles, my joints. Mentally, I was super cloudy. Like I went and got some food just to get my blood pressure back up and or get my sugar back up, and I left my wallet at the restaurant. It was wild. Like it stayed outside all night, and the manager found it the next morning. It was kind enough to give it to me. Untouched, by the way. Untouched. Very impressed. Definitely rebuild your faith in humanity. But yeah, I've said when I find like good art, I feel like if I see raw expression, I really find something really appealing and mesmerizing. Just like raw, pure expression in art. And that can be in a book, a movie, a painting, whatever it may be. But as I said, my medium for doing that is, well, painting or drawing. Preferred is generally painting. So I know this is a weird meal. Weird meal as Queens of the Stone Age plays gently in the background as I talk about artistic expression, which so I saw Queens of Stone Age last week, and oh my gosh, what an amazing live act! Like their set is nuts. Like so tight, so good. These guys also are drunk off their butts the entire time, and it's still one of the best sets I've ever seen. So impressed. Totally worth the money. Now I was with I'm talking and eating. What am I doing besides that? So I was with a very lovely young lady. We've been dating for a couple of months now, and she's pretty great. So I think the experience is probably enhanced from that a little bit more. And it was just a good time to be had by all. But yeah, back to the art though. I like Josh Homme a lot. What he writes about, makes like music is just so amazing to me. I I don't think life without music, life not worth living. But besides that, so pray I never go deaf. My sincere prayer. Or blind. Or blind. But as we make chicken anyway, protein intake to where it should be. Yeah, I feel like good art should be expressing the artist and just whatever they're thinking. And so I think there's so many great styles and everything else. But if you want to buy that one, I posted the post with a link and follow or go to my Instagram and go through there and go that route. Hopefully add some joy to your home.
And as I make space for more art, more creation, moving forward, growth, all that stuff, always creating, right? But anyway, I'm going to end live here. But thank you for being on. You're beautiful, amazing. You're appreciated as always, and I will see you later. The best of your life, all right? Bye bye.